So we are done with auto login. Now let's go and write the functionality to log out our user. We're going to do it in our settings view. But right now our settings view is the default view that we got with our tab bar, which is a view controller, which we don't need. So I'm going to delete this. And what we need here is a table view controller. So I will drag out a table view controller here, align this, and I'm going to command drag to our view here, and I'm going to set relationship segue so we can connect this. And now I'm going to set my image again. Settings is the text and image is again settings. Okay, so we have our table view, but we want this to have nice navigation bar here on top. So in order to get this, we are going to select our view, go to editor, and we're going to embed in navigation controller. So this will embed our settings view into navigation controller, and we have a nice title thing here. So let's set the title of our settings. All right, and we're going to do only one cell for now, which is going to be logout. So I'm going to select my table view here, and instead of dynamic, we're going to do static cells. And sections, let's keep it 1, and let's have only 3. 3 cells is fine for now. So what I'm going to do is just get a button. I will put it on second cell here, open it all the way up, and let's make it bold and call it log out. And I'm also going to set this to be aligned on the left side. So I'm going to add my constraints. We have left and right. Also I want to align it in the middle, so we're going to align it vertically. So we have this button, we have our table view controller here, but for now we don't have any view that will control our table view. So let's go select our finish registration view controller, Command N, and we're going to create a new Cocoa Touch class, which is a subclass of UI table view controller, and I'm going to call this settings table view controller. Click next, click create, and we have this already code here. So let's go to our storyboard again. I will select my view, and the class that controls it, I'm going to set it to settings table view controller. Hit enter, make sure it stays there. And now that we have it set, we can open our assistant editor. I'm going to set this to automatic. I don't know, maybe this is some kind of bug from new Xcode. It doesn't allow me to choose the automatic straight away. Alright, let's try to do this anyway. I'm going to, at the bottom here, going to put a mark IP actions, and let's hope this will do the connection. This is a action, and I'm going to call this log out button pressed. Yeah, it did. All right, now appeared the automatic. So yeah. Okay, so we have this this logout button connected, and let's go to our settings view, and we are going to write the code for our logout button there. Let me find my notes here. All right. So let's start from the top. What I'm going to do is get rid of all this code from here that was automatically generated for us, which we are not going to use it. Actually, all of it. We're not going to use this. So we have a number of rows in section and number of sections. Number of sections, I'm going to return 1 for now. Number of rows in section, I'm going to return 3 because remember we have 3 cells there. So let's keep it for now, and we're going to write the function for our logout. So remember our fuser class. We have a logout current user, and here we have a success variable. So let's call this variable. So we know that our user is successfully logged out. Then if it was successful, I'm going to check this. If success, we are going to say show login view. Okay, so let's jump to our logout current user and see what's going on there. Again, this is a function with just a callback, which is a Boolean value. Then we access our user defaults and we remove current user push ID. This will be used when we start using our push notifications, and we will have a push ID, so we are just removing it now. Then we are removing one signal ID, which again we will use. You will get this part when we start using our push notifications. This is the part we are more interested in right now. We access our user defaults and we are removing the object that is corresponding to the key current user. So we saved our user in user defaults and now we are removing it. Then we are saving our user defaults, so we make sure that whatever we removed is saved. Then we try to log out our user, which is in do and catch block, because this code part here it throws, so it may get the error. So here, if everything goes fine, we are calling our completion block here, and we are passing through as success. If there was an error, we are calling again our callback and passing false, so it means our logout wasn't successful. And also we are printing our error. So straight away, simple code. So here, if the logout was successful, what we want to do is we want to show our welcome view there. So in order to show our welcome view, we need to give it a storyboard identifier. So let's go to our storyboard. The same way we access our application here, which has a storyboard ID, we are going to access this one. So the storyboard ID, I'm going to call this welcome. All right, I'm going to copy this so we can access it. Then let's write the function here actually. Say func show login view. So we access our storyboard. So we say let main view equals to UI storyboard dot initialize it with the name main. Bundle is nil, and then we say instantiate view controller with identifier. Identifier is going to be welcome, and we're not going to downcast this to anything because it's just a view controller, which is by default a view controller. We get back view controller. We did the other thing with the tab bar controller because we want to specify that this is a tab bar controller. So the other thing we need to do, you are familiar with the code already, we say self.present view controller, which is a main view, animated true, completion nil. So this will take care of presenting our login view. So in case it was successful, I'm going to say self.show login view. So as simple as that, we have this short code which logs out our user and presents our login view. Let's run our application and see if it's working. So we have our logout button here. If I click, we got logged out. So if I try to log in, and we get logged in. So it's all nice, but we want these settings here to look like the new Apple cool style with big settings there. So how we are going to do this? I'm going to go on top here, and in our view did load function, I'm going to access my navigation controller dot navigation bar, and then we say preferred large titles equals to true. So let's run our application. And it should auto log in, and you see how nice is our settings title there, and if we scroll up our table view, it becomes smaller there. So it's nice and cool there, and our logout button is working as well.